Good morning and welcome to WSRH News, your leading source for news at Seminole High. I'm Isa Fontecchio.
And I'm Brock Blancarte. Today is Friday, October 20th. We've got a lot to tell you about this morning, but first, today's top story.
Lion Country Safari is home to several endangered and threatened species, and last year we introduced our campus to a new baby white rhino named Ruby. But recently, Ruby got a new friend, a cousin to be specific. WSRH Extra reporter Sam Guzman has the story.
This year, we take a trip back to Lion Country to check in on an old friend you might recognize. We last checked in with Ruby in October of 2022.
So Ruby has now officially turned 1, and she is enjoying her time out on safari with the rest of the members of the herd.
Catching up with Ruby was great.
But there's a new calf in the herd. Let's take a closer look at Alyssa.
Ruby and Alyssa are actually cousins, and so they're from the same genetic line. So their moms are sisters, and they're actually representative of a genetic line that is really important to the overall conservation of rhinoceroses.
This family is important because of a special plan which could save their species from extinction.
The program that we have here at Lion Country Safari, which is called a Species Survival Plan, is a long-term breeding and conservation program to basically ensure the survival of the species under human care for at least 100 years out. So it's very important for us to track all the family lines, the genetics, the breeding that goes on, to make sure that we're continuing to have a healthy population that's genetically viable in case populations in the wild decline until there are none left.
Alyssa is also very special as she's a milestone for Lion Country Safari.
Alyssa is actually the 40th rhino calf that we've had here at Lion Country Safari in our entire history. So our first calf was born in 1979 to now Alyssa. So it's a really big milestone for us.
With a family of 40, it's clear that the herd and species as a whole has a secure future, partially thanks to Palm Beach County's very own Lion Country Safari. For WSRH Extra, I'm Samuel Guzman.
There will be another hot card giveaway today in the cafeteria during both lunches. Students must have their ID and their hot card for the special treat.
Dance Marathon is holding a student body meeting on Monday, October 23rd at 3 p.m. in room 7212. They will be doing a fall painting activity. In order to participate, you will need a $5 donation in your donor drive.
Do you like makeup? Well, Seminole Ridge is hosting the Makeup Club on Tuesday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. in room 4107. For any information, email Miss Hunter at linda.hunter.1@palmbeachschools.org. They will meet on the first and third Wednesday of each month in room 6114. All games must be pre-approved by Miss Amy Habiger and Miss Crystal Borzillo. Hey juniors, registration is now underway for the PSAT that will be held here at the Ridge on Monday, October 30th. Why take the PSAT as a junior? 1. You have not met the math requirement for graduation. Earning a score of 430 or higher on the PSAT/National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test will meet the math requirement for graduation. 2. The test provides a taste of what it is like to take the SAT. The PSAT format is the same as the SAT test format. 3. You could be a candidate for the National Merit Scholarship Program. You may be eligible for scholarships directly from other corporations, organizations, and colleges. The cost for the test is just $20. Payment is due by October 23rd and can be made through School Cash Online. We only have 100 seats available, so sign up today. If you have any questions, please contact your school counselor. Seniors, you have a chance to earn a scholarship. Students can be nominated by their schools for any of the 18 different categories in the Pathfinder Scholarship. Applications can be found in the school counseling office, on the Class of 2024 Google Classroom, or the SRHS Pathfinder website. The deadline for seniors to submit an application is Monday, November 13th by 7:30 a.m. Students may bring completed applications to the school counseling office or upload them to the SRHS Pathfinder website. If students have any questions, they can contact Miss Mancuso or Miss West. Seminole Ridge is hosting a food drive. All food collected is being donated to Ruth's Pantry on Okeechobee Boulevard. WSRH News reporter Caitlin Brewer has the story.
I'm here with the coordinator of the annual food drive, Ms. Vento. Ms. Vento, how's the food drive going so far?
The food drive is going very well. We've actually received a lot of food so far.
What do you need for the food drive?
We accept any non-perishable foods. It could be canned food, boxed food, just as long as it's non-perishable.
What do you currently have?
Currently, we have a lot of Thanksgiving donations with the holidays coming up, but I'll accept anything that's non-perishable.
And when does the food drive end?
I actually collect food all year, so and give community service hours as well.
Alrighty, thank you for your time. And with WSRH News,
The NHS Social Awareness Committee will be meeting today after school in Miss Moll's room 7115 to make card for those fighting against breast cancer. Anyone is welcome to attend and community service hours will be given.
First Priority will be holding a meeting today in room 9103 from 3 to 4 p.m. Come for games, devotional time, and community.
A local record store is keeping vinyls alive and bringing people together over their love for music. WSRH Extra reporter Brock Plincarte has more on the story.
In 2014, musically passionate couple Jesse and Melanie Feldman started Rust and Wax, which has since evolved into the West Palm Beach storefront seen today.
And we used to just kind of pop up in a 10 by 10 tent at different markets, like indie markets around the state of Florida, and we sold vintage goods and vinyl records.
With the shop having a variety that spans many different genres and artists, customers can easily access vinyls that satisfy their unique tastes.
I kept just going to different record stores around the community here, and then ended up at Rust and Wax and found that there was a wide variety of jazz records from different styles.
Through their time spent shopping here, some customers have even found new passions for music genres they would have never expected to like.
I used to actually like hip-hop and rap, so when I first got to the store, I did come for those, but then over time, I found jazz.
Although digital music forums have become more popular over the years, vinyl still hold a special place in the hearts of many music lovers.
A lot of people from the younger generations have really grown up with only digital as an option to them, and I think they're really looking for ways to connect to the music they love in a more physical and intimate way.
Earlier this year, the shop began hosting listening parties where people can come to the store and hear an album ahead of its release.
Some of those listening parties, people make friends. We've seen groups of people sitting on the floor together while they're listening, and by the end they're exchanging phone numbers.
Early next year, Rust and Wax will be moving to a new space where people will be able to make meaningful connections both with music and with each other at an even larger scale. For WSRH Extra, I'm Brock Plincarte.
Congratulations to this week's Hawks of the Week. 9th grade Kevin Hernandez, nominated by Mrs. Nicho. 10th grade Victoria Cabral, nominated by First Sergeant Parler. 11th grade Sage Guris, nominated by Mrs. Berg. 12th grade Jeremiah Osanashi, nominated by Mrs. Rosario. Good job, Hawks. Students were nominated based on academic excellence, academic improvement, or for their efforts in making our campus better by doing things like helping others, volunteer their time, or even simply picking up trash. Congrats, everybody.
Coming up on WSRH News, weather and birthdays.
Plus sports.
There's a murmur in the silence that is searching for a name, and it finds me at my window, trying hard to do.
Brock, how do hurricanes see?
How?
With one eye. Let's go to WSRH meteorologist Shayla Stillwagon with today's forecast.
Good morning, Hawks. For today's weather forecast, we have a high of 85 and a low of 67 with cloudy skies. For the 3-day forecast, on Saturday, we have a high of 87 and a low of 65 with cloudy skies. On Sunday, a high of 87 and a low of 67 with sunny skies. And on Monday, a high of 87 and a low of 64 with cloudy skies. For WSRH weather, I'm Shayla Stillwagon.
We have a happy birthday going out to Isabella Kelson,
Kaylee Krause,
Alexander Brito,
Ozzy Rosario,
Jacob Afriat,
Maya Cartwright,
and Ryan Doherty Jr. Happy birthday, Hawks. WSRH sports anchor Savannah Mazzio joins us now at the sports desk.
Good morning, Hawks. We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get right into it. For their final home game of the year, the varsity football team is facing off against the Cobras of Park Vista. WSRH sports reporter Austin Lamanna has more on tonight's game.
Good morning, Hawks. I'm here with Daniel Peerless to talk about the game for tonight. So, Daniel, I understand you guys are going up against Park Vista. How are you feeling about it?
Feel pretty good. We've been preparing all week, and we're going to send this unit off right.
So, I understand this is the end of the season. How have you felt about the season so far?
So far, pretty good. We have took a couple setbacks, but we came back really strong, and so I'm just feeling pretty good about the rest of the games.
Nice. So, what are your goals moving forward?
Moving forward, we're just going to shut out the games, win all three, and make the playoffs.
Nice. Well, Daniel, best of luck. And for WSRH News, I'm Austin Lamanna.
Taking a look at today's sports calendar, varsity football versus Park Vista at home for senior night, kickoff at 6:30 p.m. Good luck, Hawks. Well, that's it for WSRH Sports. I'm Savannah Mazzio.
Well, that's it for WSRH News. I'm Issa Fontecchio.
And I'm Brock Blinkarte. Remember that you can follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Seminole Ridge TV. Have a great day, Hawks.